I probably wouldn't say I'm the only person at the moment feels a kind of ominous sense of foreshadowing when we look at the events of the world right now. And on one hand, things are just as they always are. Terrible people doing terrible things. But at the same time, there does feel like there is a sense of something shifting and something's moving, but not in a really great direction. And maybe to some extent, we in the West are kind of just going to be on the receiving end of what we've doled out for the last 50 years to the developing world. But nonetheless, there is a kind of a growing sense of fear and dread that I think a lot of people are feeling, rightfully so. So in the face of that, I think for all of us, we're faced with this choice of what do we do with this? And on one hand, we don't want to have our heads in the sand and just imagine everything's going to be as it always has been, kind of lost in our privilege and our illusions. But at the same time, we don't want to succumb to a level of fear and a level of despair in the face of this. So I think there's this sense of balance between being honest and real about what's really going on and the gravity of what we're facing, but at the same time being aware of we have this space around us, what in terms of what we can generate and what we present and how we move in the world, where really our power lies, and it's really the only agency we have is independent of what we see on the news or what we see online or Instagram, whatever it may be. Where I really take effect is how I move in traffic and how I deal with my kids and my wife and everyone else in my immediate vicinity in terms of clients, everyone I engage with, and any touch point in the world that I am exchanging with. I have a choice within that in terms of, am I coming from a loving place, am I coming from a kind place, am I coming from a self-aware place, or am I not? And that's all I try to come back to in these times, is my capacity to choose love, my capacity to choose awareness, my capacity to choose kindness and tenderness, and to try leave it at that, because everything else is just, it's kind of bleak and it feels very futile. But here I have some power, I have some capacity to choose over and over, again and again, to have faith, trust in that force of love, primacy of love, keep coming back to that over and over.